This is Global Signs. I'm Bruce Han. From Seoul, MJ Kim, Senior Manager at Samuel PwC, will share her insights on the fast-changing accounting industry. Welcome to Global Signs, MJ.
Thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you. From a CPA's perspective, what was the management status of companies during the current crisis?
COVID-19 led an extremely difficult year for everyone. It has affected various industries in different degrees. As the crisis continues and the risk of economic slowdown increases, the demand for the services of companies has declined, and employees were concerned about the financial health of their employer. It also affects financial reporting for many business entities. The implication for financial reporting include not only the measurement of asset and liability, but also disclosure and possibly on entities' ability to continue as going concern. Therefore, there are more criteria and risk arising from uncertainties that management carefully need to consider in business.
What are some of the current issues facing the accounting industry?
There are a lot of issues in the accounting industry, and I would like to talk about two of them, which are keeping up with Korea regulatory reforms on accounting and audit practice. The recent reforms since late 2017 result in fundamental changes covering a wide range of issues, including corporate accountability, external audit requirements, and disciplinary measures that will set higher standards for all stakeholders, including companies, auditors, and financial regulators. The second, adapting to new technologies. The increased adoption of technology within the accounting industry was already a pre-pandemic trend, but COVID-19 forced this process to be extremely accelerated. For example, we adapted rapidly to a remote work environment depending on the cloud and other technology. Also, PwC is continuously automating manual tasks, utilizing AI and looking to free up time so people can carry out high-value auditing and consulting tasks. It has been undergoing a large digital transformation effort that includes upskilling its workforce to become more technologically and analytically savvy. So what does this mean for accounting firms? It's simple. They just need to ensure their services exceed clients' expectations.
It's been 10 years since K-IFRS was introduced, but there's still controversy due to perceived ambiguity and complexity. What is the problem with K-IFRS from the accountant's point of view, and how can it be improved?
First of all, IFRS stands for International Financial Reporting Standards. It is basically a standardized way of describing the company's financial performance and positions. So the financial statements are understandable and comparable internationally. I think that there are two reasons that users and preparers of financial reporting may think that Korean IFRS is complex and hard to understand. First, it has principles that require judgment and interpretation to determine how they are to be applied in a given situation, not like under GAAP, which companies may have industry-specific rules and guidelines to follow. Second, the IFRS guidelines are continuously amended and companies must follow the amendment. So then, how can we improve? There are three ways to help to improve this situation. First, the Korean Accounting Standard Board should have more public hearings and field tests because they need to know the current accounting reality. Second, the Financial Supervisory Service needs to provide more specific guidelines for audit oversight. And finally, the Korea Accounting Institute should provide more training and learning programs, have Q&A sessions, and workshops about Korean IFRS.
The ESG era is quickly approaching. How is the accounting industry preparing for this change?
ESG issues are steadily becoming a responsibility of accounting and finance professionals. There are major ESG trends affecting accounting professionals. There is also demand for CPA assurance services as companies look to enhance stakeholders' confidence in the reported ESG information. Therefore, the accounting industry now is preparing for these changes by determining what KPIs are most relevant for stakeholders and reporting standards and framework, and also by establishing board oversight over critical ESG matters and develop and document internal control to ensure accuracy and completeness of reported data.
And finally, can you introduce any sectors to our viewers today?
I cannot recommend stocks for compliance reasons, but I would like to talk about an interesting sector, which is robotic process automation, or RPA. RPA basically uses structured input and logic that is ultimately about automating some of the most mundane and repetitive computer-based tasks and processes in workplace. My colleagues at PwC and I have created a program using RPA tools to make flowchart and to generate project template and analysis report summaries. This was so successful that my team and I received a CEO award from Summit PwC for over 20,000 hours cost saving for ongoing project for MIND. I think that this type of process automation using RPA tools will continue to develop and get bigger.
Oh, fascinating. MJ Kim, Senior Manager at Samuel PwC, thank you so much for being with us today and sharing your insights on the fascinating changes going on in the accounting industry.
Thank you so much for having me on today.
Thank you. That does it for us this week. Until next week, please be safe and healthy. And I want to wish my father in San Diego a happy 84th birthday.